Welcome to the Buffalo Academy for the Visual and Performing Arts. As we prepare to celebrate our accomplishments of the class of 2026, I have a few announcements before we begin. And at this time, if I can have everyone's attention to read these announcements before we begin. In just a moment, we will begin our graduation ceremony. Our students, faculty, and families have worked hard to arrive at this ceremony. Please help us to show the appreciation and respect they deserve on this occasion by observing the following. Please take a moment to silence all cellular phones and devices. Remain seated at all times during the ceremony. All photos must be taken from your seats. Stay behind the graduate seating and out of the sight lines of others in the audience. A photographer will be available to taking photos throughout the ceremony for all students. Photos will be made available online at no cost for other students and parents by the end of this week. Food and drinks are not to be consumed in our main stage theater. Applause is the way we should show appreciation for our graduates. We want all parents to hear the names of their child. Therefore, please refrain from shouting, screaming, whistling, or use of horns and noisemakers. Please stay for the entire program and allow graduates to exit first. Your cooperation with the guidelines will ensure that our ceremony reflects the dignity and significance of this accomplishments of our graduates. Please stand as our candidates for graduation enter the auditorium.
Good afternoon. We ask that you please remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by our class treasurer, Saeed Martinez Perez, as well as our Star Spangled Banner and Lift Every Voice, performed by our music department.
Please welcome. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic of which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Thank you. Let's hear it again for our vocal jazz and our class treasurer. We We will now have a welcome presented by our class president, Rebby Smith.
Good afternoon, classmates, families, teachers, and honored guests. On behalf of the senior class, I am proud to welcome you to our class of 2026 commencement ceremony. It is an honor to stand here today as your president and to represent a class full of talented and hardworking students. This year has brought challenges, laughter, and memories we will always remember. We have learned a great deal, supported one another, and built friendships that will stay with us for years to come. We are grateful to our teachers, parents, administrators for helping us reach this moment. As we celebrate this important milestone, let us look back with pride and look ahead with excitement. High school will bring new challenges and new opportunities, and we are ready to face them with confidence. Welcome, and thank you all for being with us on this special day.
Thank you, President Smith. I would like to take this time to introduce our dais. I would like to acknowledge members of the superintendent's cabinet that is with us today, Dr. Ramona Reynolds, as well as Dr. Sharon Brown. To my right, I have my administrative team, Ms. Crispin, Mr. Riccio, and Mrs. Ryan. Our school counselors, Mrs. Laveria, Mrs. Moore, Mr. Womack, and retired BPS administrator, Mr. Tracy Singletary, who's on the piano. We also have, show him some love. We also have members of our alumni association, class of '85. If you guys can wave in the front row here, appreciate you. And to our guest of honor and keynote alumnus, Mr. Frank Cravota, class of '90. At this time, we will have our superintendent, Dr. Pascal Mubenga's message read by our class vice president, Rosary Javier.
Dear class of 2026, congratulations. Today not only marks a significant milestone, but it is also the beginning of an exciting new journey. You are likely on your way to college, the workforce, or a branch of military services, places where your voice, talents, and passion will shine. As superintendent of the Buffalo Public Schools, I am incredibly proud of all of you for reaching this special time in your life. Your journey to graduation has required determination, resilience, and a lot of hard work. Along the way, you have overcome challenges, celebrated achievements, built some great friendships, and discovered strengths you may have not known you've had. As you leave the Buffalo Public Schools, remember that your diploma represents more than academic accomplishment. It reflects your perseverance, your growth, and your potential to make a positive impact on the world. On behalf of the Buffalo Board of Education, teachers, staff, and the entire Buffalo Public Schools community, congratulations and thank you for the contributions you have made to our district. We are pleased to have been part of your education journey. As you move forward, my hope is that you will take with you the lessons you have learned, the relationships made, and the honor of being a graduate of the Buffalo Public Schools with you. Once again, congratulations. Sincerely, Pascal Mubenga.
Thank you, Rosary. At this time, we will have a series of awards and presentations. Our first award will be presented by our art department. First two awards by our visual art department. The first award is our Visual Art Purchase Award, followed by the Jonathan Kroom Alumni Award, presented by Ms. Larrabee and Mr. Herring.
Good afternoon. This award was started in 1991, and it is chosen by the art department. This particular work that's here, displayed to the side, will hang in the school. The award is a cash award of $500, and this was chosen for its artistic skill and social message. And I am very honored to award this to an extremely talented artist that I hope goes on for many years working in art, and that's Kayla Flood.
All right, our next award is the Jonathan Alumni Kroom Award. Jonathan Kroom was a Buffalo firefighter, and he attended the Arts Academy. Great student, everybody loved him, and he died in the line of duty. And as a result, they established this award to honor his memory, and that's given to one of our visual art majors that showcases his personality. But I think we have a little slide to show, right? Jonathan Simeon Kroom is a 1992 graduate of Buffalo Academy for Visual and Performing Arts. He attended the Arts Academy from grades 7th through 12th and graduated with Arts Academy Diploma in Visual Art. During his attendance, he developed long-lasting relationships and friendships with his schoolmates. Jonathan joined the Buffalo Fire Department in 1999. Those who knew him best called him Sim. His greatest joy was his love of life, family, and friends. An avid athlete, he spent his time playing sports, exercising, and competing in local races. Sim was best known for his great smile and warm personality. His sense of humor knew no bounds, and he could make light of any situation. As a single parent, he devoted his life to raising his daughter, Joanna. Anything he worked at was done with great pride and courage. So as a dedicated firefighter, his last act of heroism came as no surprise to those who knew and loved him. As a son, he was perfect. Sim would be overwhelmed and very pleased with this annual scholarship. He is survived by his parents, Jonathan Kroom and Maria Angela Hausinger, his stepfather, Dwayne Hausinger, along with two siblings, Gabrielle Antoine Kroom, BAVPA graduate in 1994, and Bo Kroom. Sim also leaves behind his two children, Joanna and Danielito. From his mom, "We love you, Sim. Love is stronger than death, fiercer than the grave." The purpose of the scholarship: alumni of the Arts Academy created this scholarship for visual art majors who embody Jonathan's spirit, love of arts, commitment to family, community service, and the well-being of others. Significant scholarship donors: Jason Hall was a 1992 communications major and dear friend of John. Jason is strongly devoted to the continuation of this remarkable scholarship in honor of his classmate and friend. In addition to Jason, retired Buffalo firefighter Lieutenant Donald Jones, as well as all active members of the Buffalo Fire Historical Society, are also strongly devoted to carrying on Jonathan's legacy. This organization also is a significant supporter and donor. They want to ensure the scholarship continues for years to come. This year's recipient is, and I'm very, very pleased to say that our winner this year, Savior Wynn.
You'll learn throughout today's ceremony that graduates love their alma mater. And we have a few on staff, I am one. We have a number in the audience and on stage. And one of the things that the alumni pride themselves on is giving back to their alma mater and giving back to the students that are graduating. So we thank you, the Jonathan Kroom Foundation, founded by graduates, and the next award, founded by graduates. The Yvonne James Brown Arts Scholarship, presented this year to an alumna that exhibits the spirit of Miss Yvonne James Brown. Miss Yvonne James Brown was one of the founding teachers here at the Arts Academy. And if you knew her, if you worked with her or under her, you knew that she had very high expectations, not only for dancers, but for every student she touched throughout the school. And we will never forget Miss Yvonne James Brown. And there's a hefty scholarship that comes with her name every year. And we just have a presentation so that all of you that may not know Miss Yvonne James Brown will leave here knowing about her legacy.
Good afternoon, Arts Academy families and friends. First, I would like to say how honored I am to present the annual Yvonne James Brown Art Scholarship. Mrs. Brown and her family have been a part of my life since I was just 10 years old. I met her as an incoming 5th grade dance major. Mrs. Brown was one of the founding dance faculty members, former dance teacher, and arts coordinator at the Arts Academy. She was one of the greatest human beings and creative minds that I have had the pleasure of learning from. She was more than a teacher to me. She was a friend. She was family. She and I shared a common goal, educating our youth. Mrs. Brown's understanding and knowledge of dance and the arts was beyond superior. She was such a supportive and encouraging force to be around. She literally had superpowers. She shared her passion with all students, no matter what their artistic major was. The lessons and wisdom shared with her students went well beyond the classroom. Her encouragement was from the heart, and her dedication to all was beyond spectacular. The Arts Academy Dance Department is extremely lucky to have had our path paved by this amazing and courageous woman. Mrs. Brown was the reason behind the many achievements and accomplishments that many of us possess today. Her personal support and wisdom have helped me to advocate and provide the best arts education for students in our community, as she did. Mrs. Brown explained to me early on in my teachings, they will remember their experiences, remember the hard lessons, remember what they could have done differently, but they will do it on their own time. They will need time to process. Educating our youth is a process, and to not give up, she explained, not to feel defeated, to keep fighting the tough fight of teaching our youth. In the long run, they will understand and reflect on their time in high school and become a better person. This scholarship in her name is quite prestigious and an honor to receive. This is just one way her legacy will be carried on throughout our community for years to come. The Arts Academy has given this year's recipient the framework to soar in their life. The qualities they possess deserve recognition. They have an endless desire and willingness to learn, adapt, and educate themselves. The dedication to their craft is beyond remarkable. They are a true advocate for change, a strong leader, an extremely hard worker, and represent themselves and the Arts Academy with grace. They have held their academics, resilience, talent, and spirit to such high standards. The Yvonne James Brown Scholarship Award for Academics, Resilience, Talent, and Spirit is awarded to
Mr. Kevin Manzi. the next scholarship has been given for maybe 15 years by a graduate as well, Michelle D. Hare Scholarship. She was a former dancer here at the Arts Academy, and every year she flew in from Atlanta, Georgia, and she would issue this scholarship, good money, and just a blessing to our school. When you leave, you may see in the lobby, there's pictures installed on the columns of various alumni that have given back tremendously over the years. And she is one of them. So she was here this week. Her job did not permit for her to be here today, but she came yesterday during rehearsal, and we kind of had a little quasi presentation for the recipient. But we would be remiss if we did not give it full attention to the graduate recipient and to Ms. Hare.
I established the Michelle D. Hare BAVPA Legacy Scholarship 13 years ago. And I did that, again, out of my love for this school, my gratitude and love for my teachers, the many friendships that I formed, and the absolutely unique education that I received. And one thing that I say every single year when I come to this podium, Ms. Jones, Ms. Covington will vouch for this, I always say, when you leave here, make sure that you are living a life of purpose. You are living life on purpose and not by chance. Be intentional with your words, be intentional with your actions, and good things will follow. I also encourage you to think about the institutions, the communities, the people who have nurtured you, loved you, and supported you. And I know that many of you will walk away saying, life be lifing, right? Like lifes. And we've had challenges and experiences that may turn us off for moments in life, but there are some people and places that have fed your souls because you're here today, and that is evidence of that. And so I want you to think of those people, places, things that have loved on you and supported you, and I want you to find a way to give back. Give back in whatever way you can. It doesn't have to be monetary. It may be your time. It may be your words, right? But find ways. We're here to live a life of service. And so whatever your passions are, whomever you want to support, whatever you want to do, find a way to say thank you in service. Is that a deal? All right, so with that, I am ecstatic to announce the recipient of this year's Michelle D. Hare BAVPA Legacy Scholarship. It is a scholarship that is awarded to a dance major, recognizing them for excellence in dance, in their community service, as well as academics. And it brings me no greater pleasure. And it is my honor to have selected Ms. Kyrielle.
She gave it away, Kyrielle Gadley. Congratulations, Kyrielle. And to her parents, you'll be getting that check from Ms. Hare. We will now have a dance dedication by a class of 2019, Miss Jamari Bell.
I've been walking in the same way as I did. I'm missing out the cracks in the pavement and tutting my heel and strutting my feet. Is there anything I can do for you, dear? Is there anyone I could call? No, and thank you, please, madame. I ain't lost, just wondering. Round my hometown, memories of phrase. Round my hometown, ooh, the people I've made. How the wonders of my world, how the wonders of my world, how the wonders of this world, how the wonders. And now I like it in the city when the air is so thick and opaque. I love it to see everybody in short skirts, shorts and shades. I like it in the city when two worlds collide. You get the people and the government, everybody taking different sides. From my hometown, memories are phrase. Oh, my world, oh, my world, yeah.
Thank you, sir. At this time, we will have the class of 1985 Alumni Scholarship presented by Ms. Bridget Lett, class of '85.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mrs. Covington, for allowing us to be here today. Last year, the class of '85 had their 40th reunion. You guys have a little ways to go. I think the theme that we all have in common is our love for this school and this program. And that is our reason for deciding to give back. I would like to note that the resources for this scholarship did not only come from the class of '85, but when we had our reunion, we had teachers and administrators and other faculty members who came out, who have supported us a lifetime, who have now become friends and family, and they also contributed to this scholarship. The name of the person.
For class of 85.
Mhm.
Mr. Anderson?
Okay. We would also like to let you know that we would like to make this an annual scholarship because we do believe in this school and we do believe in the students who come through these doors. On behalf of the class of 1985, this scholarship is being presented to Christopher Anderson. Oh, we're spreading the wealth. Okay. The next scholarship goes to Evelyn McElligott. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Sherilyn Vargas Guzman. Congratulations. And lastly, we would like to recognize Giovanni White.
Good afternoon. I'm here to present the Board of Education Exemplar Award. This award is presented to a 12th grade student who has contributed substantially to fostering an atmosphere of mutual understanding, respect, acceptance to his and her school community. This year's recipient is Giovanni White.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to our graduates. The next award is the Sherman Filer Award. This award is presented to an outstanding 12th grade boy and girl on the basis of the candidate's scholastic excellence, leadership qualities, activities in civic affairs, personality, and attitude toward country and neighbor. This year's recipients are Emery Guan, and Kevin Manzi. Good job. The next award will be presented by Mrs. Moore.
Good morning, graduates. Good morning, families. The next award is the New York State 250th Commemoration Commission. This award is presented to a student who embodies our founding values of courage, service, unity, and freedom, and who is committed to the perseverance, progress, and promise of the legacy of our shared history and continuing liberty. The recipient is Tiernan Ryan. The next award will be presented by Mrs. Laveria.
Good afternoon. This award is the Buffalo Teachers Federation Award. This award is for a graduating senior who displays outstanding characteristics and is respected by both teachers and peers. The winner receives a certificate and monetary award from the faculty. This year's recipient is Maya Hunley. The next award is presented by Mr. Riccio.
I'm presenting the American Federation of School Administrators Award. This leadership award is presented on behalf of the school administrators to recognize outstanding leadership by graduating seniors. We have two recipients. This year's recipients are Kevin Manzi and Tiernan Ryan. Our next award will be presented by Ms. Crispin.
Good afternoon and congratulations, graduates and families. The Florence Johnson Perseverance Award is awarded to a 12th grade student who has overcome insurmountable obstacles to arrive at graduation. This student has demonstrated commitment to do better and excel. This year's recipient is Journey Webster.
The Buffalo Academy for Visual and Performing Arts Excellence in Arts Awards is presented to a senior in each major who best exemplifies excellence in both the arts and academics. The recipients are Cariel Gadley for dance, Kylan Mingo for instrumental music, Kayla Flood for visual art, Kevin Mandy for theater, Veronica Klein for vocal music, Rosary Javier, media communications, Jakari Morrison for technical theater, and Matthew Freeman, career readiness. The next award is a special award that is presented to a senior that has shown a strong commitment and excellence in their academics, arts, citizenship, and leadership here at the Arts Academy. It is the Principal's Award, and this year's recipient is Naomi Roman Gonzalez. The next award, the Salutatorian Award, is given to the student with the second highest ranking in the graduating class. We grant this award to Xavier Wen. Mrs. Ryan said I'm doing a lot of walking today. It's every day, right? Our valedictorian award and speech is presented to the student with the highest ranked in their graduation class. This year, the Arts Academy bestows this upon Remy Smith.
I can move this, actually. I'm gonna see if I can raise this up. Okay, never mind. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to graduation. Good morning. Today is a big day. We have spent 4 years, some of you 7 or 8, working towards today. This is the culmination of every paper you have written, every test you have taken, and every piece of art you have worked to create. Albert Einstein, in a letter to a friend in 1955, wrote that the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly present illusion. If that's true, then this moment is not an endpoint. It is part of an unimaginably vast mural of time. Albert Einstein's research in physics and time led him to believe in something called the block universe theory, which asserts that all moments of time coexist simultaneously. The chronological flow of time, on the other hand, is the brain's attempt to understand it. The version of you that first walked into this school is not gone, and the person you are about to become has always been with you. Because we aren't moving past time, we are unfolding within it. So, in a sense, we will always be here, together, smiling at each other and celebrating the enormous achievement that is about to be placed into your hands. As you leave this chapter behind and turn the page to college, jobs, trades, or wherever you may go, it may feel right to think in terms of beginnings and endings. But a different perspective might consider it in terms of continuity. The community you all have built here, the massive growth in your academics and artistry, the lessons you have learned, and the challenges you have faced will always be a part of you and will shape every version of you that there is to come. Lately, I have been asking myself a lot of questions that I cannot answer about what comes next, and I'm sure you all are doing the same. But just for a moment, I want to consider the past, or what we understand as the past. I don't think there is any other group of people that I would have wanted to grow up with. I have never met a group of people more ridiculous, more passionate, more funny, and more hopeful than all of you. And I'm so excited to watch what you all do next. So much of our identities are built on the people we spend our time with, and each of you has a unique individual spark that lights up a room. It is one of the greatest honors of my life to have shared the space with you all and to carry a piece of you with me. We are here today to commemorate the future. The future is a mystery until it transforms into the present, and it can only be imagined based on what we already know. The countless possibilities that you will come across are still alien, a ways away from understanding. Therefore, we often borrow from our past, which causes us to repeat it. But the present moment is all that we have, so focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can do today with what you have, and trust that the future will unfurl itself the way that it is meant to. Open yourself up to different perspectives and to alternate ways of thinking, because there is so much we have yet to learn and so many ways to learn it. And, of course, the present. Looking out into the audience, I see an endless supply of love from the people who are here to support you, love that is rightfully given and deserved. Not just family and friends, but the teachers and administrators here who have watched you grow in a myriad of ways. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the love and joy that is present in this room, and to acknowledge it with gratitude. In this present moment, you are alive, you are awake, and you are capable. The future and past are circling around you, waiting to see what you do next. Right now is all we have, so take the rest of this day, celebrate with the people who love you and who you love, and whatever you do next, make the most of it. Thank you.
Great job, Remy. Let's hear it again for Remy, our class president. Thank you. So I wanted to take a minute because this is an honor that we usually do in other ceremonies, but sometimes I think we take these kinds of acknowledgments for granted. First, before I go into these certificates, I wanted to acknowledge our class officers and our National Honor Society members. They are the leaders of our school community, and they exhibit such great character. We thank you, parents, for having such great children. Have many more and send them our way. No? Come on. But we want to acknowledge students that not necessarily, are getting awards for things that we think are so huge and big in this world. This is an award that we categorize as outstanding attendance, the folks that show up, the people who are here in school on a committed basis. I heard some folks saying, oh, man. Yeah, these are the folks that no matter what, they're here, and they are to be acknowledged. And we want to acknowledge them because we're going to give them some good money, too. Brandon Diebel, Matthew Freeman, Giovanni White, and Xavier Nguyen. We will have a music dedication presented by our music majors, Hadia Habib, who's a theater and music, Amelia Colon, Luca Gallo, Alfonso Thornton, and Jacob Vives.
Hello, everyone. How we doing, y'all? I'm so proud of all the seniors. I'm so happy to have known you guys. So yeah, we just gonna rock it out.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hits my eyes, and something without warning, love, always seems to cloud my mind. Oh, then I look at you, and the world is alright, it's alright. Oh, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Oh, it's gonna be a lovely day.
Emilio, come up here with me. Come on, let's hear him. Give it up for Emilio, everyone.
and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Oh, oh, then I look at you. Can I get a clap from y'all? Hey, then I look at your hair. Oh, I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Woo. Let's give it up one more time for Hadia, Alfonso, Jacob, Luca. Today we are in for a special treat for our keynote speaker. Mr. Frank Carvota is an artist and creator of multimedia visual art. His work includes exhibits, sculptures, murals, and paintings that express ideas, emotions, and narratives. He utilizes traditional mediums, 3D digital tools, and AI to convey messages, challenge perceptions, and enrich patron experiences for multiple global retail brands, professional sports leagues, and historical development enterprises. In 2004, Frank left the state of Maryland as an exhibit designer and returned to the Western New York region as Vice President of Creative Services with the Buffalo Sabres, where he intensified the NHL and NLL fan base through immersive storytelling, recalling the rich history of sports in Buffalo with a deeply embedded sense of nostalgia resulting in record ticket and merchandise sale year after year. The fan and player experience was enriched through design and project management of significant 30,000 square foot renovation of First Niagara, currently Key Bank Center. Frank became the Executive Vice President of Creative Services of Pagula Sports and Entertainment, LLC, in 2016. His creative experience as a leader and founding member of a powerhouse company allowed him to direct a diverse portfolio of over 20 notable brands in sports entertainment, including the Buffalo Bills and Buffalo Sabres. He was selected as a key leadership team member in the building of the state-of-the-art Buffalo Bills Stadium, wherein he captured detailed and emotion in all elements, from architecture to interiors to branding, building a stadium representing the Western New York region, its football legacy, and the Buffalo Bills fan base. Frank has a bachelor's degree in industrial design from Syracuse University and is a graduate of the Buffalo Academy of Visual and Performing Arts, class of 1990.
I am humbled and honored to be speaking to you all today, and I'd like to thank Ms. Covington for the invitation. And to my family in attendance, I love you very much. In thinking about the best way to start this address, I figured I'd open up about my own high school experiences. They weren't always great, especially my sophomore year. As if getting kicked out of one high school wasn't enough, I doubled down. I got kicked out of two. To say the least, that was a wake-up call. Thankfully, I was accepted into the Arts Academy as a junior. When I walked up the steps at 333 Clinton for the first time, I felt lost. I had little confidence. Soon, I met a studio arts teacher named Nancy Smith. She was tough on me, but she genuinely cared. She listened. And before long, she believed in me and my talents. She cared for me as a person, as an artist, and as a student. She guided and encouraged me, but also she let me be, headphones on, paintbrush in hand. I certainly wasn't her most talented student, but I was tough. I was tenacious and highly ambitious. I always wanted the largest canvases, and I still do. So 2 years after walking through those doors, I left, being accepted in some of the finest design schools in the nation. And while others certainly helped, I would not be here today without her mentorship and care. Asking for help is a superpower. We all deserve the chance to change, but it's never easy. Often, the fear of reaching out comes from anxiety, something we as artists, we know all too well. You might wonder what someone will say if you reach out. But most of the time, they'll feel flattered and honored, and they'll admire your bravery, because asking for help truly takes courage. Opening up your hearts and minds will be rewarded, I promise. So find that teacher you can learn from. Seek out a mentor, an author, or an artist who can help guide you. After graduating from Syracuse University with a degree in industrial design, I had no job offers. I picture myself working at a top studio in New York or LA, but instead I was back home here in Buffalo. I expected companies to reach out, but that's not the way it works. I was discouraged, but I decided to focus on the work itself rather than worry about results. A friend encouraged me to paint a mural on the side of his building, and so I did. I painted another and another. And while reviewing one from the street, a stranger approached me and started asking questions. He turned out to be the creative director at a local museum design company. And 2 weeks later, I had my first job. Lightning had struck. Now that you're graduating, what should you do as you seek your life's work? Create, invent, practice, and dream. But most importantly, please don't give up. Keep exploring new interests and challenges, and whenever an opportunity comes up, please say yes. I have taken on challenges, tasks, and projects over the course of my career that I had zero experience in. That, in the long run, has served me very well, and it will for you too. Even when things don't go well, and they will, you'll grow. Opportunity will come at a time that you all least expect it. Never straying away from your craft will allow you to succeed when your lightning strikes. This mess is the most consequential drawing of my career. Believe it or not, it took me 10 years to feel comfortable enough presenting drawings like this to clients. And from them, I've created projects like these. Thank you. While everyone else was busy perfecting polished photorealistic illustrations, I was here. It allowed me to do something more important. It allowed me to work quickly, to think honestly, and share the idea before I overworked it. Your style may not come from what you think it should be. It comes from what helps you see and hear. It comes from what helps you express yourselves. I'm often asked by young designers, when can I start developing my own style? My answer is always the same. You already are. And as you chase style, build skill. The critical step in your success is finding your own voice and vision. But they need something solid underneath. And once you have that foundation, then go improvise. Find those chords, that brush stroke, that vocal range, protect it, and most importantly, be proud. Aristotle said, to avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, and be nothing. I have the privilege of designing the largest, most complex, most high-profile project in the history of our city, the new Buffalo Bills Stadium. I have spent more than 8,000 hours working on it. I have given every ounce of my creative energy to it. It is the project of my lifetime. And something of this magnitude certainly draws a great deal of commentary. But I can honestly say I've spent no more than a few hours reading the random criticism of it. Random criticism means nothing to me. Criticism that truly matters doesn't come from anonymous posts, from comment sections, from newspaper articles, or passing opinions online. Criticism that matters comes from people like you and me who are invested in the work, who understand ambition, the constraints, the responsibility, and the stakes. People who are trying to make the projects better. We live in a world increasingly ruled by instant reactions, by likes, comments, approval, outrage, and the endless need to know what everyone thinks. I am not here to tell you how to consume media. But I do know this. We only get so much time, so much attention, and so much creative energy. If you care too much about what people say about your work, then it will always be at the mercy of people who don't have the courage to make it themselves. So as I conclude, please remember to ask for help. Own your style, and please turn off the noise. Today, celebrate your accomplishments. Be proud. You did it. Tomorrow, the world is yours to make more beautiful. Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. Let's give it up for Mr. Frank Carvalda again. So when you buy those Bills tickets and you're walking through the stadium, remember that you've met the designer and that he is a graduate of the Arts Academy. All right? Okay, the moment we've been waiting for. We're going to issue diplomas we're going to ask parents again to remain in your seats. Make sure that the aisles remain clear. We have photographers that are taking pictures. Please take pictures from your seats. And please allow parents to hear their child's name. So it means that you got to cut the screaming just a little short because the next name is going to be called. And if you're screaming over someone's name, then I'm going to have upset parents. And we don't like upset parents, do we? No, we don't. Okay. So without further ado, let's get ready.
Jasmine Acosta. Kanye Aliki. Christopher Anderson. Kamora Andrews. Lanasia Atkinson. Joey Alls. Delaney Austin. Riley Baya. Danica Alexis Baranowski. Alicia Bishop. Pa Blay. Carla Brown. Giselle Brown. Zaria Brunson. Charlie Bucata. Braden Diebel. Gianna Doria. Kayla Flood. Isaac Ford. Matthew Freeman. Cariel Gadley. Natalia Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez Castillo. Naomi Gonzalez Roman. Brielle Love Goodwin. Emery Guan. Liam Harris. Ledger Charles Hughes Kuzma. Maya Hunley. Kylie Jekyll. Rosary Javier. Elise Johnson. Alyssa Josker. Veronica Klein. E Coco. Emily Lickfeld. Diomedes Lopez. Rafaela Makaya. Kevin Manzi. Zaid Martinez Perez. Adriana Madison. Evelyn Riley Rose McAllick. Kylan Mingo.
Never has this happened at the Arts Academy where we've run out of diplomas, but we're getting more. So I know this is funny. So does someone want to tell a joke, or can we get someone to sing in the meantime, or?
Ms. Covington, they're right behind you. Jakira Morrison. Siani Olabade. Nicole Pagan. Tyrese Parker. Allison Pearson. Sasha Pereira. Kaylee Rausch. Kayla Marie Rodriguez. Tiernan Ryan. Alina Sanchez. Victoria Scheid. Kaz Scriven. Admati Serrano. Remy Smith. Tian Thomas. Demarcus Tillis. Sherlyn Vargas Guzman. Crystal Vargas Rodriguez. Zion Warren. Journey Webster. Giovanni White. Miranda White. Cora Willard. Kyla Williams. Savior Wynn.
If we would please have our graduates please stand. By the power vested in me by the State of New York and the Buffalo Board of Education, I officially announce you graduates of the Buffalo Academy for Visual and Performing Arts. You may move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2026. Congratulations, parents. Thank you so much.